Hello. Today we are talking about car maintenance. This is something that I know a lot of people procrastinate and put off, but at the end of the day, we all got to do it. So, I want to start off with the first thing we do in the morning when we leave. Our cars. We get in our car and we leave. Warm it up. You want to warm it up because you want to have the engine oil flowing through your engine before you're driving it. Otherwise, this can create little metal shavings that happen and collect down in compartments of your engine. This creates erosion and this breaks down your engine over time. This means your engine just isn't going to last as long. So next I want to talk about keeping gas in your car. Right now with gas prices, it's not reasonable for everybody to keep a full gas tank. However, you want to keep at least an eighth of a tank in your car. A quarter of a tank is better. However, that might not be reasonable for some of us. The reason is this can gunk up your fuel injectors because those will have access to all of the dirt and anything and everything that has collected in the bottom of your fuel pan over the span of your car's lifetime. Additionally, you can use a fuel cleaner. This won't necessarily remove the gunk from the bottom of your engine. However, this can remove a lot of the water molecules and carbon molecules that build up within your fuel and fuel tank, fuel lines, all of that over time. Cleaning that out about every 6 months using a fuel cleaner is ideal. You want to put the fuel cleaner in on an empty tank and then you'll fill your tank up after that. Next, I want to talk about oil changes and keeping oil in your car. So keeping oil in your car is essential. You want to check your oil about 1 to 2 times a week. That way you make sure that you have an adequate amount in your car. If you have severely low levels of oil in your car, you can throw a rod, which is, there's several rods in your engine, and one of them can snap off. If this happens, in some cases, it can actually cause irreparable damage. Nobody wants to mess up their engine. Check your oil. So, in addition to that, the oil changes. Having your oil changed when it's due is very important. This helps keep your engine oil, your engine compartments, all of those as clean as possible. I know some of us, it breaks the bank to go do an oil change or we don't know how. Understandable. I just want you to understand the importance. Some cars have to have oil changes done more frequently, about every 3,000 miles. These cars typically are using conventional oil. It breaks down faster because it cannot burn at as high temperatures as a synthetic oil. Cars that use a synthetic oil that can handle higher temperatures typically have to have an oil change about every 5,000 miles. This all kind of depends on your car. Consult your owner's manual to find out this information. That's what I did for my car, and that's what I based all of my information off of. Rotating your tires. This is something that you can and should have done when you have your oil changed. Rotating your tires creates even wear on the tread of all 4 tires. This is incredibly important to have the even wear. It increases the lifespan of your tires, it can save you some money, and it can decrease your stopping distance. So during this time, while your tires are being rotated, you can ask the shop or your mechanic to check the tread on your tires. Having good tread is also so important. You want to have as best stopping time and distance as possible. Especially in emergent situations, you want to be able to stop your car. This can also, prevent hydroplaning, which is something that is so common right now while it's really nasty out. The next thing that I want to touch on is your engine air filter. this, again, is something that you can have done and should have done when you have your oil changed. Again, about every 6 months. This will keep the air flowing in and out of your engine at a steady rate, at an adequate rate, and what's good for your car. And finally, a crash course in car maintenance. If you remember anything, remember to warm it up. Every 6 months, get an oil change, get the oil filter changed, get the engine filter changed. Every 1 year, have a 13-point inspection, have your brakes checked, have the cabin air filter replaced, and then consult your owner's manual for the bigger things such as spark plugs, brake fluid replacements, battery replacements. All of those kinds of things will be in your owner's manual. I also myself consult Carfax, which will often give me notifications and tell me, hey, your tire rotation's overdue. And lastly, I just want you to know that if you maintain your car very well, it will increase your trade-in value or the overall value of your car, which for many of us, especially with the economy the way that it is so important. Thank you for your time and have a great night. Bye.